There's a 14,000-year-old grave in what's now Germany. 2 humans and resting between them a dog. When researchers at Leiden University re-examined the bones a few years ago, they found something nobody expected. That puppy had been seriously ill for weeks, maybe months, with a disease that should have killed it fast. It survived anyway. Somebody fed it, kept it warm, and cared for it long, after it had stopped being useful for hunting or guarding or anything practical at all. That's the oldest physical evidence we have of the exact bond you already have with the dog. Near you right now. Not utility, just care. This channel exists to answer one question. Over and over, what is your dog actually telling you? Every single day that you're missing? Today, we're not doing the usual, here's what your dog's behavior means video. Today is the flip side. 5 specific, science-backed things you can start doing today that measurably deepen that bond, starting in the next 15 minutes, not next year. And if even one of these 5 lands for you, do me a quick favor right now. Before we get into it, hit subscribe. That's genuinely the only thing that keeps this channel making more of these. One more thing before we start the list. Every one of these 5 things is something your dog already wants from you. You're just going to learn to do it on purpose instead of by accident. But here's the part I really want you to hold on to. If you ever notice one of these 5 things suddenly disappear, your dog who always held your gaze stops doing it, who always followed you around, stops bothering. Don't write that off as, they're just in a mood today. Stay with us until the end. We're going to break down exactly what a sudden change in this baseline can mean, and it matters more than almost anyone realizes. Number 1, real sustained eye contact, not a glance. Actually holding your gaze for a few seconds at a time. The obvious read is that it's just attentiveness. Maybe they want a treat. The real mechanism is more interesting than that. A 2015 study out of Azabu University in Japan, published in the journal Science, found that when dogs gaze at their owners, it triggers a rise in oxytocin, the same bonding hormone involved in the connection between a parent and an infant, in both the dog and the owner. Researchers called it an oxytocin gaze positive loop. The longer the gaze, the bigger the hormone spike in both of you. And here's the detail that makes this hard to argue with. The same researchers gave dogs a dose of oxytocin through a nasal spray, and those dogs gazed at their owners even longer afterward, which then raised the owner's oxytocin even more. It's a genuine feedback loop, not a coincidence. Hand-raised wolves, even ones treated almost like pets from birth, essentially never do this. Dogs evolved specifically to. So here are 3 ways to actually use this without making it weird. 1. A few times a day, hold a soft, relaxed gaze with your dog for 3 to 5 seconds, with nothing attached to it. Not look at me for a treat, just a quiet moment, ideally when you're both already calm. 2. Try what some trainers call the long blink. Slowly close your eyes for a second, while looking at your dog, then open them again. Dogs tend to read a slow blink as relaxed and non-threatening, and a lot of them will mirror it back at you. 3. Build it into your morning greeting. Before the leash, before breakfast. Just 30 seconds of calm, mutual eye contact the first time you see each other. One quick caution. This is specifically about gaze. With a dog who already trusts you. Prolonged, direct staring at an unfamiliar or anxious dog reads completely differently. More like a challenge than a bonding moment. So this is a you and your own dog tool, not a greet every dog you meet one. With your own dog, though, you're triggering a measurable bonding response in both your brains, for free before you've even had coffee. Number 2, slow, calm petting. Not the quick pat on the head on your way out the door. A few unhurried minutes of actual stroking. We live fast, and most affection ends up squeezed into the gaps between other things. This is about deliberately not doing that. A 2003 study published in the Veterinary Journal from researchers at Pretoria Technikon in South Africa measured blood chemistry in both dogs and owners before and after affectionate contact. The result, oxytocin, beta-endorphin, and dopamine all rose in both species after just a few minutes of calm touch. Your dog isn't just enjoying it. Their actual brain chemistry is shifting toward calm and connection. So is yours. But where you touch genuinely matters, and this is the part most owners get wrong. A 2014 study published in Applied Animal Behavior Science measured dogs' heart rate variability while being petted in different spots by both familiar and unfamiliar people. Petting on the chest or shoulder from someone the dog already trusts was consistently read as positive, but holding the muzzle, restraining the paws, gripping the collar, or pinning a dog down, even gently, even affectionately meant, triggered appeasement behaviors, looking away, lip-licking, a raised paw. Those are discomfort signals, not enjoyment, even when the dog doesn't actually pull away or protest. So the fix-it here has two parts. First, don't only touch your dog when you're excited. Leaving or coming home, build in 2 or 3 minutes of slow petting on the chest or shoulder, sometime when you're both already relaxed, with no other agenda. Second, actually watch your dog's body while you do it. If you see lip licking, a head turn away, or a paw lift, you've drifted into a spot or a grip they don't enjoy, no matter how affectionate it looks from your side of it. Every dog has a slightly different map of where this lands well. The studies tell you the general pattern. Your own dog will tell you the specifics if you're paying attention. If this is already changing how you think about your dog's daily habits, go ahead and hit like, share, and subscribe right now. It genuinely helps this channel. Dogunee Plus reach more dog owners who want the real research, not just the cute clips. Okay, 3 more, and the last one resolves the thing we teased at the start. Number 3, letting your dog follow you from room to room, or settle near you instead of off in a corner. A lot of owners actually discourage this. They call it clingy and try to train it out of them. But a landmark 1998 study from Eötvös Loránd University in Hungary, published in the Journal of Comparative Psychology, adapted a classic test originally, built to measure attachment between toddlers and parents, and ran a modified version on adult dogs. The result? Dogs showed the exact same secure base attachment pattern infants do. You're not just the person who feeds them. You're their secure base, the thing that makes an uncertain world feel safe enough to explore in the first place. Here's the part that should genuinely surprise you. A related study by some of the same research group, working with dogs at rescue shelters, found that dogs began forming that exact same attachment pattern toward a brand new, consistent handler after just 3 10-minute handling sessions. 3 sessions. Not months, not years, and a small amount of consistent, gentle attention was enough to start the process from scratch, even in a dog with no prior relationship to that person at all. Which tells you something important. This bond isn't some fixed thing you either have or don't have. It's actively built by repetition, and it starts almost immediately. Practically, this one barely requires effort. It requires you to stop interrupting it. If your dog trails you to the bathroom, lies down near your desk while you work, or resettles every time you change rooms, that's not neediness. That's attachment doing exactly what it evolved to do. In multi-person households, by the way, this is often quietly decided by whoever is most consistently present and calm, not necessarily whoever originally got the dog. So if you want to be the one your dog treats as their secure base, the answer isn't a dramatic gesture. It's just showing up calmly, often. Number 4, staying calm yourself, especially in the moments your dog finds stressful. A 2013 study from the MTA-LTA Comparative Ethology Research Group in Budapest, published in PLOS 1, fitted dogs with heart rate monitors and had a stranger approach them in a deliberately tense way, once with the owner present and calm, once with the dog completely alone. Alone, the dog's heart rate spiked sharply. With a calm owner nearby, the spike was dramatically smaller. Researchers called this the safe haven effect. Your physical presence and your composure directly regulate your dog's stress response in real time, almost like a built-in nervous system anchor. This matters most in 3 specific situations. 1, vet visits. Your calm body language in the waiting room is doing work before anything even happens, because dogs read tension in your posture and breathing well before they read the actual situation. 2, loud, sudden noise, storms, fireworks, construction outside. Sitting calmly nearby measurably helps more than frantically trying to soothe or distract, which can actually signal to your dog that something is in fact wrong. 3, meeting new people or new dogs. If you tense up in anticipation of a problem, your dog often picks that up before the other person has even said hello. and reacts to your tension rather than to anything that's actually happened yet. There's a simple physical version of this worth knowing. Tension genuinely travels down a leash. A tight grip and a short, anxious leash reads to your dog as, "Something's wrong here," even if your face looks fine. So next time your dog gets spooked, your first job isn't to fix the scary thing immediately. It's to be physically close. Breathe normally, keep your hands loose, and just be visibly boringly calm. Your steadiness is doing more biological work than you'd guess from the outside. And number 5, the one most people overlook completely: quiet downtime together. Not play, not walks, just sitting or lying near each other, doing nothing in particular. A lot of owners skip this one because it feels unproductive, like you're not really doing anything for your dog. The research says the opposite. A 2024 study out of the University of Jyväskylä in Finland, published in Scientific Reports, tracked heart rate variability and, basically, how relaxed your nervous system is in dogs and owners, across a range of activities. The strongest connection between a dog's relaxation state and their owners wasn't during play, and it wasn't during training. It was during quiet, resting moments together. That's when their nervous systems sync up the most. So build in some genuinely unstructured downtime. Same room, same couch, no agenda, nobody trying to accomplish anything. It counts, even though it doesn't feel like it should. Now, here's the part we teased all the way back at the start. These 5 things: the eye contact, the calm touch, the following you around, relaxing near you, settling into quiet downtime, aren't 5 random habits. Together, they're your dog's baseline. And if that baseline suddenly shifts, here's specifically what to watch for. They stop holding your gaze. They pull away from touch they used to lean into. They stop following you or greeting you the way they used to. Or they seem physically unable to settle even in calm, familiar moments. In a younger or middle-aged dog, a sudden version of this is one of the earliest, subtlest signs of pain or anxiety, often well before any obvious limp or behavior problem shows up. In an older dog, it can also be one of the first signs of canine cognitive dysfunction, essentially dog dementia, often alongside disorientation, disrupted sleep, or seeming lost in spaces they know well. None of this means panic, and it doesn't mean every off day is a crisis. It means, if it's sudden and it's more than one of these 5 things at once, that's worth a vet visit, not a shrug, because catching it early genuinely changes what your vet can do about it. So, quickly, eye contact a few times a day, slow, calm touch in the right spots, letting them stay close instead of shooing them off, staying steady when they're stressed, and real unstructured downtime together. None of this is complicated, and none of it requires a training class or a new toy. Your dog isn't asking for more walks or more stuff. They're asking for 5 small, consistent moments of you actually present. Give them that, and pay attention if it ever changes. If this video helped you see your dog a little differently, that's exactly what this channel is for. Hit like, share, and subscribe, and turn on notifications, because next time we're covering the secret signs your dog has already decided you're the greatest thing in their entire world, and you genuinely don't want to miss that one. Thanks for watching. Now go give your dog 3 seconds of eye contact before you do anything else.